new show on BTS Plus called Churchy is a comedy that follows Corey in his quest to take over his father's megachurch. But when his father bypasses him for the opportunity, he moves to the middle of nowhere to start his own. Take a look.
You can take this from me. Let's call every church and let them know I am ready to take over their ministry. Now's the time. You take over Potter's house. Let me take over Denver. Send me to Chattanooga. Plant me in Chattanooga. They say that's New Atlanta. Put some drum rolls in the comments right now. God is moving me in my ministry to Lubbock, Texas.
Looks like he figured it out.
I give it a month.
Joining us now over Zoom is the executive producer and star of Churchy, Kevin Fredericks. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. Kevin, the show premiered last Thursday, is getting so much positive feedback from viewers. What's your reaction to all the love? Because it always has to be nerve-wracking to start a new show.
Yeah, I mean, I think surreal is probably the best way to describe it. You know, you work on something and dream about it and tinker with it. And then one day it's available and people are watching it. You know, it's like having a baby. Once it's out there, it's out there. You know, it's like a piece of your heart living in the world, I guess.
What's the inspiration behind the show?
Yeah, well, I grew up in El Paso, Texas, and I went to a very small church like the one featured here. And I just thought it was so interesting that sometimes, you know, without inside influence, those churches don't realize time has passed. You know, there's nobody new coming and telling them, hey, this is how the world is. They just kind of keep doing things the way that they've been done. And I thought it'd be interesting to take somebody who went to a big church and was all the, you know, had all the trappings of all that, and then coming to a small church and see if they could instill some of that. And also at the same time, you know, Churchy is a show about church, but at its heart, it's a son trying to impress his father. And I think that part is more universal. There's a lot of us out there who just want to make our parents proud, and we'll do anything we can to make sure that happens. And I think that's really the true heart of the show.
That is so true. I know how that feels. Now, fans know you as Kev on Stage on Instagram. How much has social media influenced your career?
I can't even describe how much social media has done. I think it's given me the opportunities that I have, and at the same time, the fans, like my stage crew, they are the heartbeat of everything that we do. They support me on Patreon, which allows me to personally finance things. They come to my shows live. They buy T-shirts. You know, they're the reason that BET probably even knew who I was. You know, so I think it was the internet was the great leveler. You know, it leveled the playing field. You used to have to move to New York or LA to even have a chance, and because of the internet, you can build your audience anywhere. And I think it's really allowed a lot of talented people to crack into the industry in a different way. And
you look like you're having a lot of fun dancing out there. Now, absolutely. Overall, what is the message you hope that viewers get from Churchy?
Yeah, I think that at the trueness of it is that everybody makes sense in their own way, right? You know, they're heroes and villains. They all have their own thought process, and there's a reason why they think like that. And I think as the seasons go on, we hope to kind of develop that and kind of, you know, go into the heart of why people are. You know, sometimes you know, I think about my grandma. And, you know, during COVID, she was like, I'm going to church still. And I'm like, Grandma, they said you can't go. And she's like, boy, these are my friends. This is the only people I get to see, you know, so it's not just people want to be dangerous. She wanted to see her friends, even though that was dangerous. So I think as we get into people's hearts and lives, we'll see why they think the way they do. And to everybody, their decisions make sense. And we want to see why those decisions make sense to them.
Oh, that's wonderful. Kevin Fredericks, thank you so much and good luck.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
And you can stream new episodes of Churchy on BET Plus. We'll be right back.